Hello there, I'm HOi4. Welcome back to some Hearts of Iron 4 Waking the Tiger 1.5.1 with the Holy Roman Empire. Though we're not actually the Holy Roman Empire yet, we are still securing the new state and going down the necessary route to be able to form the Holy Roman Empire. It is a very interesting chain of events, and now we're actually going to get a chance to see exactly how it works. So first of all, I need to make sure I'm building up a lot of divisions. I do need to have a decent army set up. I am building some infantry divisions, and the leadership purchase in Soviet Union has begun. I'm not playing historical. I turned historical mode off, so it should be pretty interesting to see what happens. To secure the new state, what we're going to do now is we're going to revive the Kaiserreich. The events of the past decade have shown that democracy is too weak to keep the nefarious internal elements at bay. We must return to the strong leadership of a Kaiser, and in preparation for his return, we shall revert the constitution back to that of the Deutsche Kaiserreich. So we get now revive the Kaiserreich, giving us unaligned support and ideology drift defense, and reduction of joint faction tension limit, lend-lease, and send volunteers. The German military junta will be known as the German Empire, oh baby, and none of that party will be called the Deutsche National Volkspartei, which is the German National People's Party. And there we go. Boom. Gonna be exciting. We do have a little bit of political power now, because we do have quite a lot. What do we want to grab? I mean, industry bonuses are always great, especially at the start. I'm not going civ to military factory conversion things, no way in hell. I don't really have a lot of things that I can get at the moment other than things like industry bonuses or maybe research time reduction or possibly actually things like blitzkrieg focus. That actually might be a good idea because it increases my army experience gain and my land doctrine research time. So I think I'll grab that for a blitzkrieg focus because I'm going blitzkrieg anyway. Let's do it. Boom. Don't know why I said boom, but it did sound good, didn't it? Oh boy. I'm just going to kind of keep passing through these. We're going to be building up a little bit of tanks as our factories get repaired slowly. We don't really need a huge... We have a lot of infantry equipment. What we really need is not motorized, support and artillery. So what I think I'll do is I will turn off some of these. There we go. And that's going to give us a little bit of tank production as well as some artillery and support production. This is going to mean we're going to need to get a little bit of some of that. The games of the Olympiad have fired. Cool. I'm gonna get some rubber as we don't. Do I really want rubber? Because motorized is not a priority. I do have 780 of them. Yeah, we'll focus on getting oil, I think. What's the oil short on? Just the battleships, so I guess I do kind of want to get a little bit of oil from these guys. It's going to hurt my civ factory production, but there we go. We have now managed to repair our civ factories, giving us a nice big bonus. Gives us dispersed industry. Lovely. We're not going to waste our industry bonus on getting resource gain efficiency just yet. Instead, I'm going to go down the mobile warfare doctrine bonus to get the organization. Or I could actually go down artillery. I will grab... Let's get the doctrine. I do love doctrines. Yugoslavia requests sale of airplanes. Realizing a strategic weakness, the Yugoslavian Air Force has initiated a crash program to modernize and expand its air force. Money reserves have been sent out to cover the purchase, and a commission is traveling around Europe to look for sources of fighters and bombers. Okay. Approve the sale of bombers from our reserves, and they get 25 bombers, and we get 5% consumer goods. We're fighters, and we lose fighters for 120 days, and we get 5% for 180 days again, or we can't spare anything. So, I mean, I'll just give them some bombers, man. I don't care. Done. Look at that. Consumer goods reduction. Give me 3 extra factories for, like, a few months. Thanks. Okay, next up we're going to grab maintenance companies. We're getting a nice amount of experience, which is good. Let's keep training these guys. There's no reason to not just continuously train. Good stuff. We're just going to keep chucking out units, and we do have some dockyards left over. Let's focus on battleships, and let's put them right here. We're building destroyers and battleships. It's kind of odd that they're not, like, all together. I think I'm just going to cut that one down, and that way it's a bit faster. Does kill my chromium, but that's okay. I really would like to keep up battleship protection, because battleships are very useful. Okay. This allows me to get a little bit more factories together. It's a good idea to do so. I want to make sure I do have factories being produced. Some civvy factories, very useful. Because I'm going to be kind of stuck with the factories that I have. And that's okay. So Revive the Kaiserreich has been completed. Awesome stuff. We have to get 40% support for DNVP. This is actually going up by 0.03 every day. It's going to take a little while. So actually, what I maybe should have done is should have gone a Democrat. No, not Democrat Reformer. The, do I have him? I actually don't think I have the guy who has, non-aligned support. No, I don't. So I just have to wait. It's fine. I just gotta sit here and wait. No big deal. I can go rebuild the nation to get factory repair speed, get train time reduction and recruitable population, and also new and better Germany for construction speed bonuses. And then factory output bulwark stuff, which is really good. So this is quite useful to grab. I'm gonna need to go down this route anyway. So let's just do it. So let's go down rebuild nation, because just factory repair speed. Because there is some stuff that needs to be repaired. It's just gonna take a little while to kind of finish getting this popularity. The thing is also is that fascism is going down, which means that their popularity has to go somewhere else. As you can see, communism is actually... Oh, communism's also ticking down, because the popularity is leeching from them. But fascism is ticking down even more so, because it also has daily change, because we're clamping down on fascism. Which means, though it says 0.03, it's actually a little bit more. Every now and then it will actually go up by a 4 rather than a 3, because it's a carrier. Look, there it is. It's 1 to 4, 25, 28, 28, 31, 31, 35. See, there's 4. So there's like a rolling over tick. It's actually probably only going to be like a couple months before we're 40% for non-aligned. But my god, look at this man's mustache. Isn't it beautiful? We're rebuilding the nation. Spanish Civil War has begun. Oh boy. And now there is actually a focus tree that allows us to intervene against the Republicans. Where is it? Dun, da, da. Where? Yes, the Iberian problem. Like, annex war goal against Republican Spain. So, in a way, it would actually be beneficial if I could send volunteers to Republican Spain. Unfortunately, I cannot. We need war tension to be at 20%. You also need 30 divisions to send them. Is there anything I can do to reduce volunteers? No, doesn't look like it. That's unfortunate. It would be nice if I could do that. Well, what should happen is that Russia helps out the Republicans and they should win. So let's get civ factory construction speed, because you don't need population or training time reduction. So while we're building a nation, we should aim to going above and beyond what is necessary, so that we will build now, will stand the test of time. I do apologize if every now and then you hear a very slight snore, because there is a dog underneath me, which is very cute, and she's having a little nap. Underneath my chair, that is. Now, Republican Spain doesn't appear to have actually received any support. Wow. We can't even send a Lend-Lease or can do anything. They have a non-aggression pact, but it doesn't look like the Soviets are actually offering help. That's odd, honestly. In terms of equipment, we're pretty much still fine. I would like to keep chucking out some light tanks. Let's try and turn up the light tank production. We're fine for infantry equipment for a long, long while. And I will trade for a little bit more. I don't really want to trade any more oil. Okay, we have a little bit more political power again. Not really a lot that we can spend it on, to be honest. It's just, these are all kind of crap. Mill factory construction speed, yeah, alright. We'll do that, because that'll increase the speed at which we build stuff. I think I'd like to get some more civvy factories, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna get some more civvy factories. We'll do that so we can get at least a few more, and then we'll keep chucking out more in the mill factory department. And we're still training loads of divisions, which is good. Poland, so the Polish-Romanian alliance is fired, and Poland seeks Baltic cooperation, meaning they funded a new faction. Oh my. We are still on 36.77% popularity. So it is going to take a little while. Unfortunately. Well, we can start going down some of the civ routes. Things like autarky to try and get these delightful bonuses. Yeah, let's get autarky to get excavation bonus reductions and civ factory construction speed. We might as well try and improve our economy as best as possible while we can. Okay. Still doing good. We have a little bit of a deficit in terms of rubber and oil, but I really don't want to lose civvy factories to get that. Alright. And we're training our dudes up so they get to the experience level, but also it's because I want army experience. I just want a lot of army experience. Our infantry equipment is still really, really good, so that's good. And we're going to want to start going down the routes towards MP38s in a couple of years' time. In a year's time. I thought it was MP39. I do have decisions available to do anti-democratic and anti-communist raids. And they are actually quite useful. Because they increase political power by reducing other people's power. So we can go anti-democratic raids. And I would actually increase DVD. But there's no rush. I will get to this eventually, and when I do, it'll be fine. So I can now only have 3 divisions in this. We'll set the next 4 on him. Does he increase experience from training? He shouldn't, should he? No, he doesn't. He doesn't increase any experience from training. That's fine. We just finished field hospital and mechanical computing. We're then going to use that to grab production efficiency cap increase and also disperse industry. This is a lot of beautiful bonuses in there. And once again, we have more divisions that are not doing anything interesting, so we're just going to keep training them. Yeah, 16 divisions are currently being trained, and we're going to start training 25. This means we are suffering a little bit of a deficit of infantry equipment. Support equipment is also a very high deficit. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's what we need. We need support equipment. Let's just try and get some support equipment together. Good stuff. Because I'm not actually training any tanks, and I guess I should be. So let's also try to train a Panzer or 2. Finish autarky. Can't I... Here we go. I'm going to train into a couple of these. There we go. We'll also check them right there. And we have a national focus. We can own the Kaiserwerk, which is we must rid ourselves of the fickle influence of private capitalists. Therefore, we'll form an industrial conglomerate under the control to oversee growth in the mining and steel sectors, which will give us 6 civ factories, which is amazing. And we are actually, once this is finished, we'll be able to get to August von Meckenstein and start going down the route that we want. There's actually 6 more civ factories we can get, so I think I'd rather get that first because, man, 12 civ factories is strong. It's very strong. Okay. Visions are still training like mad. Yeah, now we're sucking away our light tanks, it looks like. Maintenance company has finished. Good stuff. We're going to now get construction speed bonus. Because we're working on improving our economy. That's what we're doing. We're just going to make everything really awesome. That's the plan anyway. Just make things really strong. Okay. I love the animations of the training. I think it's really cool. Like the way they like do jumping jacks and stuff. They do like PT. Look, oh, he's practicing firing a gun. Oh, what's this? What? Oh, a gun? Gosh, I need to learn how to use this. All right, now I'm gonna have a little sit down. What's this? Oh, he's taking his shit. He's just straight up taking his. Okay, that's gross. That's gross, man. That's gross. Let's get resource gate efficiency so we can try and get a little bit more of the resources that we have here. Because we have a little bit of oil and a little bit of chromium. I don't think it's really gonna help much though. Once again, we have political power that's just kind of sitting here. Don't really have a lot I want to spend it on. I really don't actually have a lot I want to spend political power on. I mean, I can't go war economy or anything. Industrial concern to reduce research time. Meh. I've already got so much research time. If I can get anything that reduces production, now that would be nice. Things like tank designers, though, are pretty good. So armor 5%, hard attack 5%, max speed and reliability and soft attack. Let's go armor and heart attack. There we go. Try and improve those. We're also at 91% stability, which is actually going up as our party popularity increases, which is awesome. And we are now at 40%, which is awesome. We're just going to keep training new and more divisions. Right, now we're just waiting for these guys to finish recruiting. Alongside that, Kaiserwerke will finish in momentarily. There it is. We're going to then grab Wilhelmshaven, which allow our people to purchase their own people's car through a savings scheme, which in turn will be used to finance the construction of the factories for the people's car. We're also waiting for an event to fire, which has a 15% chance of happening in our favor and a 85% chance of not happening in our favor. So let's see which one it is. Oh my god, thank god. It's the Hindenburg incident. This is the one we wanted. Okay, disaster was narrowly averted when a diesel fuel leak was discovered in the German passenger ship Hindenburg as it came into dock at Lakehurst Naval Air Station. The leak was promptly repaired. Had it gone unnoticed, flammable vapor could have resulted in a fire that would have engulfed the entire airship. The critics have long questioned the wisdom of passenger airships given their spotty safety records, and the incident is bound to make them even more vocal. Thank god. Now we will create a save. Oh my god, just in case the game crashes or anything. But there we go. It has fired. That's perfect. Next up is Wilhelmshaven. Oh boy. Thank goodness though. Okay, so what that means is the very first step. Because to go along the HRE route, there needs to be an accident with the Hindenburg later on, which we do not want to happen now. Just wait. You'll see. You'll see what happens. You'll see. It's not very nice, but We don't care about nice. We also do have a dockyard. Oh, I must have only been building one ship. Aw. That's lame. So I have Heavy Cruiser 1 and Heavy Cruiser 2. What? Why do I have two types of Heavy Cruiser? The Deutschland and the Hipper. Hey! Cruisers? There's no Deutschland. What? That's a battleship. What? That's the Deutschland class. It's a battleship. What is going on? What is happening? Okay. Well, whatever. Sure. Let's get some battleships. Boom. And we will grab a few... let's get some light cruisers too. Boom. Boom. 1.5 a year. And there we go. And we will chuck them right there. Getting more dockyards sooner rather than later is also not a terrible idea. 7 divisions there. We can start training them too. We're still just mass recruiting divisions. It does mean our infantry equipment's going to be in a little bit of a deficit. But we have just built a lot of civ factories. Oh, baby. I think we're now fine. I think we have plenty of civ factories. Oh, yes. Now we can start cracking out tons of mill factories. Ah, there we go. And they get built very quickly. Okay. I'm just going to keep training loads of divisions. And I'm just making sure this guy does not... have experience. No, it's good. So he's actually a panzer leader, so we're going to make him a panzer... So a panzer expert gives him armor division defense 15% chance, and increased chance of executing blitz and encirclement. Or he can go combined arms and get motorized and mechanized defense 15%, and get increased chance of blitz. So... So I can't get any bonus attack with panzer. Oh, so I already have that. So either armor has extra defense, or motorized and mechanized have extra defense. But the thing is that the defensive values of a motorized or a tank division are very different. Yeah, so 15% extra armor defense on tanks doesn't really mean a lot when a motorized has over 4 times the defense. I mean, obviously a medium tank has more, it's about double, but it's still nowhere near enough. But the thing is, you're going to have more tanks than... I think it is beneficial to keep up with more motorized in that regard. That doesn't seem like a very good... That doesn't seem like a choice. That's not a choice, you know what I mean? It's not actually a choice. Motorized is definitely the best option there. Like, 100%. You can now also go, What does this require? We have Trickster. You can go Guerrilla Fighter for entrenchment speed. Terrain bonus. Movement speed on land. You use the terrain bonus. Okay. Well, let's just grab Guerrilla Fighter. That's cool. We might as well use our political power, you know? We have a lot of it. I want to make sure we're using our good generals too. We have Rommel over here. We'll just send one division over there, which means we can start to put the new divisions there as well. So Rommel also does need new traits. He has Trickster too. I would really rather wait until he gets Improv. And then with this guy here, we will give him... Oh, Steiner! There's Manstein. Yes, we have to have Manstein. Fortress Buster and Scavenger. 4 attack bonus, but Scavenger is so good. Fortress Buster would be really good. Let's do Fortress Buster for attack 20% and siege artillery. Boom. And I will leave entrenchment thing till later. That's awesome. Oh, and we should be training. There we are. Okay, working through Wilhelmshaven, which is going to be amazing. I'm very excited for that. Very excited indeed. Activation 1 has completed. Okay, there we are. What do we want next? We're not really until 1938 just yet, so there's no point rushing on that. Let's go down the Mobile Warfare Doctrine to increase the bonuses gained therein. And Amelia Earhart has in fact circumnavigated the globe. She didn't die horribly, which means she can be an ace pilot later on for the Germans. The Americans, not the Germans. Ha! Not the Germans! Ha ha! I mean, I wish, but... Alright, so we're going to keep trading tons of divisions, and we still have to we don't really have many decisions to make that are useful. We have amazing base war support. And 1 second while I just look at a few other things at the moment. So we're building still lots of divisions. We're very low on equipment. This is the problem. Yeah, I think maybe it's now the time we should start building more infantry equipment, because this is getting a bit crazy. We're kinda low on that one, guys. A little bit low. Okay. Still some bonuses. And we are building a little bit of fighters, but not really very many. All right. So, in the next episode, we are going to start the decision. And again, this is another 15% chance event for Return of the Kaiser, which I will explain in the next episode. Do leave a like and a comment on the video. Let me know what you think of the series so far. I was Aldra Hill, and I'll continue to be. This is going to be very interesting to see if this works. I'm excited if it does. Bye-bye.